Hey guys, we're back. I'm Media Cam, and this is the Media Bros. And today we're going to be doing my own video. This is going to be part one of probably a like 27 or something, a lot of part book series of all the books I have. I'm going to do a part for every shelf, is what I'm going to do. And for like over here, I have like little shelves. I might do two, or I might do it like have more have more descriptions on it and tell you what the book's all about. But this is part one, Steve Kane. Steve Kane. Okay, so let's start. These are all the Stephen King books that I have. I don't have as much as I would like to, but Stephen King is still one of my favorite writers, favorite authors. So let's get into all the Stephen King books I have. Oh, and the short story collections. Those two. So I'm just having a bad hair day right now. Yeah. Okay, so we got the short story collections. Then we also got like two novellas that are just written by themselves. We got this weird library edition. And then books. Okay. First one we have here is Nightmares and Dreamscapes. I think this is a short story collection. I haven't read any of the short stories in here, I don't think. Let me just hurry up and check. No, I remember reading Dolan's Cadillac, but I don't remember anything about it. But yeah, this is a short story collection. Next is his first novel, Harry. If you guys seen any of the movies, you guys know what this is about. Psychopathic teenager. Um, and she can, use her minds like 11 from Stranger Things, but in the actual 80s or 70s or something. I'm not sure what the actual decade, but yeah, it's this book, pretty cool. I don't think I actually read all of this, but let's hope I can come back and do it again. Next, we have Cell, a Stephen King book that I think a lot of people hated. I think a lot of people hated this, and it does not deserve all the hate. Um, to be fair, yes, I haven't read it, but I actually don't even know what it's about, so I probably shouldn't say. But I like the cover. I kind of like how it's like an old Nokia type phone, and it is like maybe file in the background. Um, and it looks like this person's calling for help. So maybe it's like a good book. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just hope it is because I want to, get back into reading my Stephen King books. Next, we have one that the people that I've asked said they hated, Bag of Bones. I think this is about like, this like guy whose wife dies. He has like nightmares about all, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I also haven't read this. Also, I need a new copy. It's very old. Old and yellow. But yeah, that's Bag of Bones. Next two also, again, very old. We got The Drawing of the Three, which I think this is a Dark Tower book. I think this is a Dark Tower. Yeah, the Dark Tower, I think 2 or 3. Um, haven't even read the Dark Tower. I have the false one. I want to get the new one in a different design that you guys will see later. Sorry. Next, we have at 4 Past Midnight, which is another short story collection. I think I remember reading, Is it a short story collection? Oh, it's a short story, like novella collection, I think. But anyways, I think this is a good. I just like short stories. Haven't read it, so again, can't really say my opinion. And then the last one in this first row is Salem's Lot. Um, Stephen King, the man, right there. Um, Book I really do want to read again. I remember very liking this one because I love vampires and like all those supernatural creatures. I I love vampires. So I feel like if I go back into this book and read it again, I might love it even more. Next is the second row, which you guys can't see right now, but hey. Um, First one is probably one of the most popular Stephen King books in movies ever made. You got The Shining. Um, I don't remember liking this book as much as other people said they did. Um, yeah, The Shining is a very good book. Very good movie though. I feel like I'm one of the only people that like the movie more, and I liked Doctor Sleep more. I don't own a copy of Doctor Sleep, but Doctor Sleep, I remember loving the book. Um, I read it in 10th, like ninth or 10th grade. And I remember loving it way more than I loved this one. I do also want to go back to reading this one again just to see if it's as bad as I remember, or to see if it got better. Next one got this weird library edition of Misery. Um, it's weird library edition of Misery. This is very weird. I don't know where I got this. Um, but I haven't. I actually have not read Misery. So you guys can hate me in the comments right there. But hey, I have not read it. So I can't rate it on any standard. Now, now we'll get into two short stories. I actually have a third, but I don't know where it is. Okay, we'll just do these two. Alright, so the first one is The Mist, which is like a short story about like a very destructive like mist that like holds people. I don't know how far I can say about that in the book. Well, more in this video. But like the end, if you've just read well, if you've watched the movie The Mist, the ending is one of the worst endings in movie history. I hate it. But the book, I think, ends the exact same. I don't remember it. Again, I should read this one again. Now, one of my favorite Stephen King novels, novellas, and technically a movie, The Body, turned into the hit movie Stand By Me. I love that movie, love the book. It's funny when it gets funny, it's dark when it's dark, and it's just like amazing. I recommend this to anyone that I talk to about books because it's amazing. Okay, next we got like the full book collection type thing. Not really collection, but they're all in like the same design. I got Christine, the one with the killer call. With the killer call. Then you got Pet Cemetery. We found another book. Um, the Christine. Then you got the Pet Cemetery, where they put their pets in this pet cemetery, hence the name Pet Cemetery. Then the other two that I got for my first ever paycheck at my first job. I only made $60 the first week because I only worked technically one day that week because it was like a weird. Anyways, We got Cujo, uh, Kilo Saint Bernard Dog. I love dogs, so I had to pick that one up. And then the next last one in that full technically book series is Firestarter, which is where pyrokinesis, I think. I'm not sure I pronounced that word correctly, but pyrokinesis. And she can control fire. Um, and like she's like on the one, I think, because like she can't have those or something. I don't remember the book too much. This one I have not read. So tell me in the comments if I should do a book review. Um, but yeah. And then back to the gun, well, the Dark Tower. We got the Gunslinger. There's these editions where they all look like this, and if you put them together, it's like a, well, not like a map, but like they all like in the same design. They look cool. I want it. Um, it also comes with like a map of New Conha and Bony of Mias or something. I don't know. I haven't with this one either. Um, Comment down below if it's good. Okay, next we got the biggest books Stephen King has ever made that I have. I do have two copies of it. I have this old, beaten down, broke, yellowed, in pain edition. And then last year for Halloween, celebrate the Halloween, I got a new copy and it looks a lot nicer. Like a whole lot, and it looks a whole lot nicer. Um, but yeah, I want to get through it, but it's just so much pages. It's just so much pages. Then the other two I have is I have The Stand. I have not read The Stand yet. Um, I just know that it's also like 1,000 pages, and I, I, I don't really know what it's about. I know it's like a post-apocalyptic world, I think, but that's I would read a page, but Stephen King isn't really the most YouTube friendly. And then one of my favorite Stephen King books. Yes, I have not finished it, but so far it's one of the best Stephen King books I have ever half read. 11/22/63. Oh, the TV show is amazing. He goes back to save the assassination of John F. Kennedy. 11/22/63, the day he died. And he has to live in the 50s for 5 years until 1963. So he has to live in the 50s for 5 years, which, takes a little bit because, you have to go through 5 years. In the normal world, it technically only takes like 2 seconds. But if you don't think about that, it takes 5 years. But yeah, anyways, this one is amazing. Okay, well, if you guys liked my Stephen King books that I have, make sure to comment down below what is your favorite Stephen King book? What Stephen King book should I get next? And do you want to see any more Stephen King book reviews or book reviews in general? This is part one of this is part one of like about 19-ish. Depends on if I do one whole mini shelf. If I do one full mini shelf, then it's gonna be like 1920. But if I don't, then it's probably only gonna be like like maybe like 11, 12. So it depends, but this has been Media Cam. This is the Media Bros signing off. See you guys next time. Bye.